We're going to teach you 8 of the finest techniques to continue a conversation with a girl today. It might be difficult to maintain a conversation with a girl you adore, as most men have discovered. However, it gets shockingly easy if you know a few effective methods and some fundamental recommendations. Thus, here are 8 effective strategies to maintain a lighthearted discussion when speaking with ladies. 8 strategies for maintaining a conversation with a girl. 1. Recognize when to carry on the conversation. More precisely, understand when to stop a conversation. There are instances when a lady simply refuses to talk to you, or for that matter to any male. She may not be interested, she may have a boyfriend, or she may simply be preoccupied. If she isn't interested and most likely doesn't want to talk, how can you tell? She won't be asking you questions, maintaining extended eye contact, or fully focusing on you. Therefore, it's usually advisable to quit the conversation if she isn't performing any of things because she probably doesn't want to talk. 2. Pose appropriate questions. Pose appropriate questions. Asking the proper questions is a much more effective approach to keep the conversation interesting, even though it's still better to ask plenty of questions than none at all. What kinds of queries are appropriate? They are open-ended questions that demonstrate your genuine interest in her and go beyond the obvious. They not only give you further information about her, but they also maintain her genuine interest in participation in the discussion. 3. Provide personal information. Provide personal information. You now know that asking questions is a fantastic way to show her that you are interested in her, but unless you want the conversation to feel more like a one-sided job interview than a chat, be sure to introduce yourself and allow her to ask you some questions. And this is logical, isn't it? Because she most likely genuinely wants to get to know you as much as you do. 4. Look for conversational leads with her. Find out where she is talking. This is a surprise that most men might initially be unaware of. Women will continually present you with topics they wish to discuss, and if you pay close attention, you may catch them effortlessly. For instance, she most likely wants to vent about her work or something difficult in her life. If she says something like, "I need a vacation," you can demonstrate to her that you are paying attention to her and that you are capable of having a deeper conversation by observing those indications. 5. Avoid filtering your ideas. It can be simple to steer clear of subjects you believe a female wouldn't like to discuss when you don't want to ruin a conversation. However, consider this. You're not allowing the conversation to flow if you're filtering all the time. And how can you hope to have a genuine conversation if that's taking place? Therefore, just be yourself and talk about what's truly on your mind rather than worrying so much about how you might come across to her. 6. When there is silence, don't freak out. When there is silence, don't freak out. It's very natural for people to strive to avoid awkward silence in conversations because most people find it awkward. However, you can readily turn quieter times to your advantage if you know how. For instance, you can notice if she's giving you any clues with her body language. Show her that you're composed and confident by not freaking out in the quiet, or even flirt with her by smiling sincere and staring into her eyes. 7. End the conversation with a compliment. At the end of the first conversation, offer a compliment. Although most women appreciate flattery, particularly when it comes from a man in whom they are interested, they don't require or desire it constantly. However, there is a far better way to do it. The next time you want to compliment her, just wait until the end of the conversation and give her a genuine compliment. This way, you can avoid going overboard. In addition to demonstrating to her that you don't just give her compliments at random, you'll know she's probably into you if she flushes, giggles, or returns the compliment. 8. Give the discussion a clear conclusion. Give the discussion a clear conclusion. It's often difficult to end a fantastic discussion, but doing so almost always means you'll speak again soon. The majority of women have had innumerable talks that have gone on for too long, and the most of those were likely quite content when they ended. Do you want her to interpret your communication in that way? Obviously not. Thus, even if it's difficult, let the discussion come to a natural conclusion and save anything for later. These are 8 tried and true strategies for maintaining a fantastic conversation with a girl. Please let us know if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to click and subscribe. Why not watch some other impactful videos while you're here? Thank you for viewing.